Hello and welcome to another update video about Bitcoin. Bitcoin continues to test our patience, but it is respecting our parameters so well at the moment, yeah. It's just range bound basically, and we're going to take a look at the parameters in a minute. But first of all, quick reminder, we took a look at the daily time frame, and I think also the weekly, if I remember correctly, in the first video today, and I will take a look at the daily again tomorrow. I try to do that once a day, but let's today take a look at, in this video, let's take a look at the microstructure again. Let's try to figure out a micro count here, the structures, relevant support levels. Let's remind ourselves of the relevant parameters. And I also want to point out again, this inverse head and shoulders pattern that we see, plus the upside targets if we get upside follow through, and what the relevant support is, you know, in case we get a bit of a deeper pullback, which, to be honest, I'm still leaning to. Yeah, I'm still slightly at least leaning to a little bit of a deeper wave C pullback. But to be honest, as I said in the last video, I don't have a clear favorite here. I mean, I have told you my primary view, my primary scenario, what I'm leaning to. I'm leaning towards further upside against 39,605. The reason is we have a 5-wave move to the upside. We have what looks like a correction, yeah, corrective pullback or consolidation. Surely this could just extend higher more directly. We have a bullish pattern here, right? So these consolidation patterns, they can appear after an uptrend, and we haven't pulled back too deep to keep it a likely scenario. So it could just be a bullish pennant. Some people might call it a flag. It's bullish consolidation. And, you know, you see that we are moving in something that actually resembles a triangle. So that's contracting volatility and volume. That's typical for such a triangle pattern. And then we get a release like a spring and it suddenly jumps. What we cannot predict is which direction it's going. But I can tell you what the levels are against which I'm focusing on higher prices. So we want to do that in this video. Let's first take a look at what I posted on Twitter, the X network, earlier today. If you want to stay up to date, check out our gold membership. Here we provide a lot of different short-term market updates throughout the day, also in between videos. Or if you don't have the time to watch the videos, these can serve as nice summaries and remind you of the relevant parameters and levels and the current trend and so on. But, you know, some updates we post on Twitter as well. For example, the one earlier this evening, I highlighted that, click on it. I highlighted that the price has rebounded to the upper end of its trading range, which is obviously here sort of the red box and the ascending trend line of this inverse head and shoulders pattern, suggesting that the price wants to try a potential upward breakout in the orange scenario. So the orange count, that is the more direct bullish breakout count, which is a possibility. So it's possible that this wave 2 pullback we have here on the chart in white, in fact, already finished here. I think it's the 1st of February, and that we get this direct upside breakout from here. But I need to see further evidence like a break above the yellow line for that. I did highlight for this scenario, so the orange directly bullish count, for this orange wave count to be deemed relevant and to remain relevant, basically, to keep being relevant. The orange wave 3, must hit 44,400 roughly. So we're dealing with the 1.38 extension of orange wave 1. That's one of the key Fibonacci levels for a third wave. Completing all 5 waves in orange, all 5 waves, would then confirm further that wave 2 already formed the low, because as long as we have 3 waves up, it can just be the high B wave in white. But if it's 5 waves, that's not possible anymore. Okay, so we need to see those 5 waves, but already, to be honest, a break above the yellow line will make me lean towards the orange count quite clearly. But I also said that should this attempt fail, the white wave C scenario, which is still on the chart, at the moment still the preference, should lead to a price drop to around 41K, somewhere here. Yeah, again, the 1.38 extension to the downside, around the 50% retracement, 41K roughly. The critical support level for wave 2 remains at 39.6K, the 78.6 retracement. At the moment, I'm still leaning towards another move down in wave C, slightly leaning, yeah. But both are likely scenarios and both are bullish, and that's very important. Both are bullish scenarios. So make sure that you follow us on Twitter, X Network. You'll find the link in the description. Just make sure you follow only the correct account, because there are some impersonators that appear and reappear, and we ban them and they reappear. It's relentless. Anyway, yeah, still slightly leaning towards another move down. The parameters I just mentioned, the move down in wave C will be further confirmed with a break below what I have labeled as orange wave 2. So a break below 42.2k would confirm the C wave down further, whereas a break below the 31st of January low at 41,870, yeah, would fully confirm it, because then we have made a lower low in wave C. It's difficult to say what exactly this microstructure is. It could indeed turn into something like a triangle, but more patterns are needed for that, okay? Then it could be a B wave triangle that breaks down. There are many options, right? You're always left with a lot of choices if we have corrective, messy price action. So I think the downside move is clear, but very important realization, both counts are bullish. So I approach it from an angle that I say, okay, I'm focusing on higher. If there is, so if the market makes a deeper pullback available, if the market offers that opportunity, it might be worth acting on it, you know, buying a little bit in the pullback zone for a third wave rally, which should take us to 47,550. That would be the minimum expectation for this next wave up. Not talking about this small structure here. Yeah, if this really fills in 5 waves, then this would be the first wave of the third wave. So this would extend higher. Yeah, I really show here only the minimum that this thingy should do really in the event of a successful breakout. But yeah, we can deal with that question next. At the moment, I'm just highlighting sort of 47,500 plus. But we have to deal with that. If we really get a successful breakout, if these 5 waves fill in orange, well, theoretically, they should be followed by 3 waves down again. We can use that time to calculate further upside targets. It's looking good for the crypto market. They are holding really well. It's boring, I know that. But so far, there's nothing bearish really on this chart at the moment, short term. So of course, that can change, but for now, there's not anything really bearish. So focusing on higher, we are above support. Stay in the present, trade in the present. So I hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Also, make sure you follow us on Instagram and Twitter for additional content. And if you're interested in daily updates about the S&P 500, as well as regular updates about stocks like Tesla, Palantir had a jump today, Nvidia, AMD, and so on, then feel free to check out our stocks and S&P 500 service. It's linked also directly below this video. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.